is Tariq Talk. Your host, Tariq Mendez, takes you on a journey with guests from all around the world. Broadcasting around the world. Around the world. This is Tariq Talk.
All right, guys. Today I'm here with Moses Ross. Moses, how are you today?
Good, thank you. Guys coming by?
Yes, we are in booth D25 at Art on Paper Fair. Do you want to share with us your Instagram, please?
It's Moses_Ross. That's with one S.
Okay,
R-O-S.
Perfect. All right, so do you want to tell me a little bit about the work that you have on display here at the booth?
Yeah, but before I do that, I want to talk about ArteLatAm.
Of course, yeah.
The collective, it's a group of artists from Latin America who are living and working in New York.
Okay.
And exhibiting their work here. So we came together as a force so that we can represent the Latinos that are working from, Latin America and the Caribbean here in New York City.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
And how long has ArteLatAm, how do you pronounce it?
ArteLatAm.
ArteLatAm.
Yeah.
How long has it been around?
ArteLatAm, the collective is about, I don't know, maybe 6 years now.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah. But we've been exhibiting together, in, we were here last year at the Art on Paper, and we've also made a print portfolio together.
Nice.
And so we're doing collaborative efforts, whether it be artwork or exhibiting.
And how many artists is in this booth currently?
But right now there's 7.
7? Okay. And they're all Latinos?
All Latinos,
Oh, wow,
from
okay.
different countries, yeah.
Love that. So now let's go back to your work. Your work is so colorful.
Thank you.
I have no idea how you create this because it looks so complex. So please share with us a little bit.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you, since this is people have to visualize this. It's work that's on paper. It's printed, but then it's cut and then assembled into a 3-dimensional form. So as you can imagine, a head that has maybe braids on it or hair, and then on an animal body, meaning a 4-legged animal, representing our labor, our work, and from that comes freedom, which is represented by wings. So that's what it is: a head body with an animal, a head with an animal body, and then with wings. So that's what that represents: freedom through work.
Love that. And how did you come up with this idea? Because this looks so innovative and it's so colorful.
Well, because I'm an architect by trade, and also so I make sculptures, public sculptures and things like that. But I also am a printmaker. So in this work, what I've done is I've combined the two, printmaking and sculpture. So my intent is to bring the 2-dimensional plane into a 3-dimensional realm. So that's what the artistic idea behind this. And I came through this. So like at the Metropolitan Museum of Art, they have the Assyrian sculptures there, the guardians of the city and all that. So that inspired me to come up with this idea, but in a more accessible, not so heavy in stone, but in paper, something light. And then what happens is, once I make these, these are connected to the base, so you get to see the 2-dimensional plane, the 3-dimensional plane, but then they wanted to fly, and that's where I made the mobiles.
Oh,
so,
wow.
Yeah, the mobiles are the same figures that are hanging from a rod. So there's 2, so there's balance. So then you can see here the breeze is moving them around, and the colors of this are forensic.
Forensic?
No, not forensic. Fluorescent.
Fluorescent.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Forgive us. That word is difficult for all Latinos.
I'm just tired here.
I know.
But,
I can imagine.
But it's all good. But the colors are like bright orange and yellow.
And how did you choose those colors?
Well, those colors came because after the pandemic, which was a very dark time in our history, I wanted to bring something that was uplifting and joyful to the world. So that's why I came up with those colors. So there's also yellow and there's red and green, all kinds of colors, light blue, to really bring up the spirit, to lift the spirit.
And how does your creation process work? Where do ideas come to you?
My creative process, as you do your work, right? You develop something, and then what you develop something, and then you get another idea from that, and you just sort of build on your past idea. So like originally it was just flat prints.
Yeah.
But then eventually, from what I was drawing, the figures and things, they wanted to sort of break out of the flat plane of the paper into the real three-dimensional world.
Yeah.
So that's how just sort of seeing my work and then taking it to the next step as I go along, and just developing it to where it wants to go.
And are you doing this like by freehand, or you have to draw and like create a plan, or is it like a very organic process?
Well, no, I make drawings. Yeah, absolutely. I do a lot of drawings to develop different ideas and see which one works the best.
Yeah.
So the drawings are very important. I mean, that's the basis of art, is the drawing.
Yeah.
And then so that tells you like, okay, well, this doesn't work, so I can change it or add to it or take away, and develop the sort of the plan of what it is, and then into the final product of what it is.
And how do you keep track of your ideas and inspiration? Do you have like a little journal that you sketch ideas, or your notes app?
I got tons of journals where I write down ideas and things. Yes, absolutely. Sometimes it's drawing, sometimes it's words, or a combination of the two. Just as the ideas come to me, I write them down.
Oh wow! And then in your art studio, like when you get in your art studio, how soon are you able to create? Do you need to like sit down, have a coffee, read the newspaper, or can you sit down and get to work right away? How is that process for you?
It's kind of both. Mm-hmm. So like, let's say if I'm going in there and I'm gonna come up with something new, then I'll just sort of sit and sort of think about different things in my mind before I get started. Or if I have a project that's already, ready to go, then I'll just start working on it and just work it through until it's completed. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So,
and then do you have any mediums that you want to tackle in the future? Like.
Well, I mean, I would like to, like, these are paper, right? But which is very ephemeral. But I want to do more permanent sculpture, which I've done. And I've done stuff for the MTA and for the Department of Cultural Affairs, so a lot of work is that I've done. But I would like to return, because I've kind of stepped back a little bit from that, during the pandemic and everything. But I would like to get back into that. I mean, like, for instance, I'm working on a work for a homage to, or memorial, I should say, to James Baldwin, the American writer and civil rights activist. So that's going to be in the Bronx coming up. Actually, this month, the 21st, up by. He went to Dewey Clinton High School in the Bronx, so it's going to be there. So that's coming up soon, and so just sort of build up on that. You know? I mean, to me, it's as you got to build up and just keep on building up until you just got to keep on going with that.
Love that. Looking at your work, I think like my first idea, the first like visual I had was like seeing this like in a Central Park, like a big large sculpture. I think would be so cool.
You hear that up there?
yes. Because it could be like one of those like interactive you can like climb on and touch, or like be part of a playground.
Yeah, absolutely.
It looks really cool. It's definitely like it has so much colors and it's happy.
Right. I mean, I want my work to be joyful and playful, because I want that's what I want people to feel from what I do. I want them to make them happy. Because that's important. We have to be happy. I mean, we work hard, so we should be enjoying life as well.
And are you an artist that you like to hear people's input and like what do they see in your work, or do you just like to admire them, like admiring your work from afar?
No, I enjoy people's perspective. Because sometimes people see things that I never thought of. Oh, really? That's interesting. So it's definitely good to get feedback from the public. And like before, there was some people looking at it, and it was like multi-generational. There was like a grandmother and the mother and the young daughter, and they're all admiring it. So it reaches everyone. So that was beautiful.
That's so cool. Well, Moses, it was a pleasure meeting you. Thank you for being on the podcast. Can you
share
your Instagram for those listening again, please?
Oh, okay. It's Moses _ Ross, ROS 1S.
1S, got it.
Okay.
And we are in booth D25, guys, so please check them out. A bunch of talented artists, designers, photographers, everything here for the Latino community. until we see each other next time, hopefully I'll be climbing a sculpture of yours in the future at Central Park, right?
All right, I look forward to
All
that.
right, hopefully. Thank you again.
Thank you for listening to Tariq Talk. Follow Tariq Talk on all social media channels and check out the video interviews online.